honored guests, teachers, school staff and personnel, alumni, family and friends, and most especially, members of the graduating class of 2019. It is our honor to welcome you to the graduation of the class of 2019.
My name is Jennifer, and alongside my colleague Daniel, we'll be the presenters of this long-awaited event. Dear graduates, today is about you and what you have achieved through hard work, determination, and moments of creative inspiration, which means it's just about the time to celebrate your journey.
Graduation is a time to imagine your future and the world to come. When you think of the road ahead, you may gain perspective by looking back to where you've been. Over the past 4 years at Transylvania College, you've experienced moments of joy, moments of difficulty, and of course, the stress that comes before any exam.
And here you are, happy, excited, and sitting next to the people that had become family. When you look back on your time at Transylvania College, you will do so with fondness. And that, when you look ahead, you will see Transylvania College as a part of your future.
The time has come to introduce our first speaker, someone I'm sure you're already very familiar with. At Transylvania College, she has stood out to us all as an inspirational figure, spreading positivity even on the most difficult of days, empowering us with kind words as always. Please give a warm welcome, a warm round of applause for Ms. Ruxandra Mercea.
Dear students, parents and teachers, at first I thought I would not write a speech. Then I changed my mind. It was something that I thought of doing 4 years ago. A lot of planning, a lot of thinking how my lessons will go along with you guys. And then I found out that nothing goes as planned with you. Right? I planned this wonderful, amazing marketing lesson in which you would explore the school and stay out of trouble. Yes, right. 2 of you ended up in the swimming pool. Literally. Right? There you go. No planning. Or at least less planning and more room for your creativity, for your humor. Yes, Radu and Radu. Twice. Every lesson was something, miss. But, oh, what about this? Okay, great. So you made me a better teacher and a better mom to my 5-year-old boy who resembles a lot like the 2 Radus I had in the classroom. You never know what comes in your life, right? So then, I did a little bit less planning, and I just want to try to figure out the last lesson we have together today, because you're going out in the world. And you're going out in the world soon. And I want you to go out in the world with a couple of things. And one of them is emotions. And what I want you to do, because the lessons with me were not about me and you, were about together, is move to your right or to the left and share what emotion do you have or feel just now. And I want you all to do the same. Stânga, dreapta, one word, what's the emotion that describes what we are now? Come on, you can do it. Frică? I heard a little bit of frică? No? Joy? Do you have joy? Okay. The lesson here is that you can feel both. And we as parents and teachers, and you as students, through life, can feel both. You can feel conflicting emotions at the same time, both sadness and joy, rage and enjoyment, they can still be together at the same time in you. And another thing that will go out in life with you are your values. You all have 24 of them. Congratulations. There is no moment in which you can say, I don't have kindness in me, or I don't have humor, as some of my colleagues would say about me. I learned from them. I started out with them with humor. I know I have humor in me, and all of you, Victor has it in him, right? The humor, and Aleta, and everyone else. And the other thing that I want you to go out in life with is relationships, because those are the ones that matter most. And when you will be down the line, 50, 60, 70. Just remember that Miss at one point, again, said something that you all know, again, right? Roll your eyes and go, but Miss, we know relationships are important. Okay, then enjoy them, and then look for them all out through your life. And the other thing that I want you to stay with, and I did promise one of my colleagues that I'll not go with the effing words in a public ceremony. Thank you very much. Words do matter, and sometimes you can just go with it, but the words are the ones that send out what's your mindset, what are you thinking of. And when you think it's good and it's amazing, just enjoy that. Don't expect something bad to happen. Can you do that? Can you try doing that? When you feel that, oh my God, it's not getting any better than that, just stay there. And do not think about, but, it's gonna happen something bad. Okay? Because I promised I will not say the F word. There is one, I'll send it on WhatsApp. And the other thing that I want you to stay with is your mission in life. Okay? You've all learned here at the school that there is something in you that drives you. Look for it and find it through every experience you have. And yes, I did a little bit of planning as well, so I'm gonna read stuff out to you. Here, we started out believing in a community of students that help each other. So I hope you'll take that through life and allow people to help you and ask for help, because it's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of power, that you can admit when you need help and also provide help to the others. And we have seen you fail so many times, right, Sherban, when you wanted to do the festival with Tudor, and at some point I said, no, this is not happening. Okay, take no, and then still carry on doing stuff. You have discovered your strengths and your vulnerabilities, and you have trusted the adults around you to help you. So what I want you to go out in life with is to be generous in your assumptions to others, more understanding and less judgment, because people have good intentions, although they might not show them all the time. And explore the world and develop an awareness of it. Leave a mark on everything you do, and rather than finding a career or a job, find a calling. Lead a mindful, healthy life, having a private practice of recharging. Remember to take care of yourselves. And I am wearing a t-shirt that says I'm a proud Romanian, because I am a proud Romanian. I want you to be proud of the country you grew in. I want you to wear your accent anywhere in the world you are, and when someone asks you, where does this accent come from? You have to say, I'm a Romanian, that's where my accent comes from. Or I'm a French, that's where my accent comes from. Okay? You already made me proud, and I thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. Thank you.
The founder of our school, Ms. Simona Belciu.
The sixth generation. Thank you. 10 years ago, I remember that we were just planning for the high school. And some of the teachers are still here. And now we see the sixth generation. And before I start my speech, I held here a student who I know that she has to leave because she has a plane to go. And I want to thank Dia for being a happy kid since I know her. So you can go, Dia. Memories, emotions, thank you, Ruxandra. I'm here in front of you to say some words, to inspire you, but I think you inspire me more of seeing you there, a generation ready to go. So, people who know me know that I like stories. I will tell you a story. And because I didn't write it in Romanian, the story will be in English, and I will speak in Romanian for the story time. Dragi absolvenți, un singur lucru, dacă îl luați cu voi, este să credeți în voi. Și am să vă spun povestea unui elefant. Într-un sat îndepărtat era un elefant care era legat cu o funie mică de un picior și totuși nu pleca. Era mereu acolo. Un vizitator a trecut prin acel sat și a rămas uimit cum acest elefant atât de mare și uriaș stă legat de o funie atât de mică. Am mers și l-am întrebat pe unul dintre săteni: oare de ce acest elefant nu pleacă? Nu are, poate, o funie mai mare sau chiar un lanț legat de picior? Domnul i-a răspuns: elefantul are acea funie legată de picior de când s-a născut, de când era mic. Și a crescut cu ea. El nu știe cât este de puternică. Este obișnuința lui cu care a crescut. Și atunci omul se uită din nou și spune: ce ar trebui oare să facă? Ce credeți? Răspunsul este la voi. Ce trebuie să faceți este să nu lăsați pe nimeni să vă țină înapoi. Niciodată. Niciodată. Să continuați să credeți în cine sunteți voi. Și să știți că totul este posibil. Crezând în voi, este cel mai important lucru pe care îl puteți să-l faceți. Și pentru a crede în voi și a ști cine sunteți voi, am să vă spun continuarea poveștii. Mergeți acasă și luați o poză de când aveați 5 ani. Uitați-vă la ea și veți vedea aceiași ochi pe care eu îi văd astăzi, la 18 ani. Faceți o poză pe telefon și de câte ori nu știți încotro să mergeți, de unde să vă luați puterea, uitați-vă la poza voastră de la 5 ani. Pentru că aceea este esența voastră, care va rămâne și la 18, și la 25 de ani, și la 50 de ani, și chiar la vârsta mea. Sunteți minunați!
Thank you, Ms. Simona, for believing in our graduates and inspiring them to become the best version of themselves. Now, we'd like to call on stage the fellow founder of Transylvania College, Mr. Gambaciu.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me to speak to you. For the very beginning, I should address the graduates, so I will look that direction and then I will look this direction. Maybe next year we will do like this. So we face the graduates. So for the very beginning, because I'm speaking English and this is not my native language, and I learned it into the communist times, I didn't go to the school with Viorica, who speaks a fluent English, so my English, I have to pardon me for my English. I'm a little bit confused, you know, I'm a little bit confused, it's maybe the age, but in an email I got 2 days before, it was written, Mr. Baciu, you will be the first speaker. So I prepared psychologically, emotionally, enthusiastically, and all these aspects. And at the end, when the first guide how should I call the speaker or organizer? What's her name? The first student listed some qualities. I said, hey, it's about me, it's me. And then he said, Ruxandra Mercea. Oh my God, so I'm not the first. This is the moment, she is there. She is the enthusiastic, she is the motivated, she is the stubborn person me and my wife created in the past 34 years. Am I right? The only thing she misses is the foolishness of the parents. Maybe this will come. Okay. So after I explain to you why I'm confused that I'm not the first speaker, I will love to congratulate you all for this fantastic achievement, for this fantastic, for arriving at this fantastic moment which you will forever remember. And I will come with some personal experiences because it's always nice to come with personal experiences when you talk about people. So I'm not talking. I'll talk also about some books to read, but also about personal experience. Today, even today, right today, I am organizing with my fellow colleagues of high school the 45th anniversary of graduation of high school. And that comes to me to tell you that the time you spend in school is the most valuable and precious time you will ever spend in your whole life. And you will always remember your colleagues as your second family, or maybe for some, the real family. Please stay in contact with each other. Please give each other fantastic wishes. Please think of the craziest, wildest dreams for your colleagues. Sorry, I'm old-fashioned, I have to stay with this. Because all dreams come true. And to show you this, I brought you this little leaflet. You see, it's written Bariciu. This is the name of my high school. Is the high school liceu Bariciu. This was in the deep, dark communist time in 1974. Each of us wrote some words to the other colleagues, different wishes for the life. And I tell you right now, after 45 years, because sometimes I use this comparison with a movie. You know, we go to the movie, okay, to the mall, okay, and we go together, and you are there for the advertising, and I'm there already seeing the movie, okay. So I tell you that when you wish craziest dreams to your friends, to your partners, to your colleagues, these dreams will come true. And keep this fantastic moment, keep this fantastic day in your hearts. Do whatever you can to make it 48 hours, to make it to remember. Anywhere you will go and any time you will spend, you will remember this forever. And I want to come with some information, maybe you don't know about it. When I talked about books, I very much enjoy an Israeli writer who is called Harari, who wrote 3 books, Homo Deus, Homo Sapiens, and the other one, 21 Questions for the 21st Century, where he said that your generation, each of you will live another 100 years. And my suggestion is for you to prepare for these 100 years. Because this is not a speed contest, this is for you a marathon. How do you prepare for this marathon? Because indeed, as Ruxandra already mentioned, it's about being healthy, staying alive, and enjoying every day. of your life, deciding which way to go as your heart tells you. If the mind will say, let's do this, first ask your heart. And when you want to live another 100 years, it's mainly about heart. What do you do with your heart? Fill it with love and do sports as much as possible. And that's my personal information. If it's my personal counsel to you, and I have to confess this to you all, that I'm very happy sometimes when I go to the mall, to the gym, and there are 2-3 students of us. For me, there's no better satisfaction, greater satisfaction than to see our students. They go to the mall, they go to the gym, and then I see also some parents, and that's fantastic. Sports is extraordinarily fantastic. And coming back to the confusion, which is now disappearing, at 10:30 I wanted to get up and come to the microphone, because I mentioned you can't do projects like this school when you're not foolish enough. And that's, if you didn't know this aspect of me and Simona, I tell you this. We are foolish people, absolutely crazy people. In this country, in these conditions, without any support, in 1992, 1993, we started the school, and the school is here. Okay, so I wanted to come to the microphone and to tell you, like, you know, I stay like this, okay? I keep this like this. I don't need help, no. I stay like this. So, I wanted to come to the microphone at 10:30 sharp, because I'm always with this being on time. And I don't care if I spend more time than 5 minutes, because last year other people spent 10, so I can get more time now, and I will reduce the time for next year. It's okay? Okay, 3 minutes. I do 3 minutes next time. So I wanted to come to the microphone and to say, like when you go to the theater, you know, they say, please turn off your phones and prepare for the theater to start. I wanted to come to the microphone and to tell you, and now it's time to pray or meditate. And I imagined this could be a fantastic surprise for some of you, but for some of you could be a fantastic thing to do it differently than other years, because we don't pray in this school, we don't meditate enough. And despite the huge number of churches and buildings we build, we pray less and less. And I'm not talking about Christian prayers or Buddhist prayers or any other kind of prayers. It's something simple you say to the universe. Thank you, stars or moon or sun, for me being here on this planet. Help me to find the meaning of my life, as Ruxandra also mentioned. And Ruxandra, I will mention to you for several times, okay? So you will see I love you. Okay? You don't have, okay. Okay, so when you are parents, you don't tell your kids in public, I love you. And it's a unique moment. It happens every 34 years. 35? You are 35. Amazing. It's amazing how time passes by, you see. Okay, so the next thing I would like to mention to you is that when you are so unique, each of you, and each of you will have your own direction. Don't look to others, don't wait for others, don't listen to others, don't think others will tell you which way to go. Go to the wildest places you can imagine, because some of you were born in Romania, some of you were born in other countries, but your place is anywhere on the planet, on this planet. Anywhere you go on the planet, it's your place. And in this school, we don't talk about walls. Yes, we talk about breaking the walls. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be well if we build walls. Okay, and looking at you, how silent you are and how calm you are, and I barely see you moving. Do you breathe? Yes? I expected you being extremely enthusiastic and running around. That was my vision about this. The students. Looking at the next school, which is the state school, I see there's not too much difference, and I always imagine a private school like this should be completely different. And in my wildest dreams, craziest thoughts, I'm imagining a school without classrooms or walls. And Simona tells me to shut up. No? No, because I have to look at her, and when she says shut up, stop, I have to stop. This is in my family. I don't know if it's the case in other families, but in my families this is respect and cooperation. So in my wildest dreams, when I see Transylvania College as a model for Romania, as a model for Europe, I see a school without walls, I see a school without classrooms. I see a school in the mountains, I see a school in the nature. I see students who learn in different environments. I see students who learn in a forest. I see students who don't stay in class, in nice buildings like this, with air conditioning, using electricity and contributing to the global warming, because we never talk in this school about action. Or we talk, okay, I don't listen to it. How can we talk about action? How can we talk about global warming? How can we talk about Transylvania College being the pioneer? How can we talk about Transylvania College being there, protesting, acting against global warming? And this is something very, very Romanian, that we talk about problems, but we don't want to start correcting it ourselves. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of garbage in Romania, but I don't want to be myself the one who is putting the garbage in the right place, okay? Maybe somebody else, maybe my colleague, maybe another Romanian will do. It's time to do it ourselves. It's no more time. In 100 years you will live, not to live on this beautiful planet. This planet is fantastic, this planet is beautiful. For me it's extraordinary. It's the only planet where I want to live, and I beg you, please do everything you can to keep it blue and green. And I believe in you. I believe in you, and I hope, okay, I'm not just waiting for you to do action, because I'm doing myself. I still have, if I look in my ID, I already mentioned to you, the mayor, when I changed my ID, they gave me, they said the new ID is valid until 2078. Maybe you don't believe me, but that's what they do. The city of Cluj, when you change your ID, they give you a validity until 2078. So I have another 60 years to be here with you, but for the other 40, you will be alone. And I totally trust you that you will do the right thing to do. As books, I already mentioned to you some books. I am very, very in love with a Mr. who is called Ray Dalio, who is the founder of Bridgewater Company in the United States, who says that in order to become very rich and successful, you have to have some principles. And I very, very much recommend to you this book. It's called The Principles by Ray Dalio, which gives you the hints and the information you need in order to be successful, and not the Romanian way where you think, how should I cheat? How should I not respect the others? How should I not present my report? How should I not present my budget? How should I not let anyone listen to my... It's possible to get wealthy, healthy, happy, respecting principles. And at the end of my presentation, I would like to give you a proverb which I read yesterday. It's in our dining room, which says that life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Thank you.
Year 13 is the most challenging year for students by far. Balancing studies with personal life can become a demanding task. However, there are some students that go above and beyond for the development of our school's community. This means taking on leadership roles and acting as a role model for your fellow colleagues. With that said, please give a warm welcome to the Transylvania College's beloved head, deputy head girl, and head boy, Ahmad Dragomir.
As Mr. Darbacho said, sports really are important. And I go to the gym, but I go there because of my cousin Alex. So I'd like to give a shout out to my cousin Alex. He's here in the audience, he's hot and single, so we can check him out. He's gonna leave soon, so don't take your time. I'm way more emotional than I thought I would be. I never actually thought much of this day until now. But today, while I was singing Gaudeamus, it really hit me. I was there singing and I was like, oh my God, I'm graduating high school. And now I'm a big ball of butterflies. I'm really emotional, so this is going to be a hard speech for me, maybe the hardest. Today, we finished high school. It's a day I never thought would come, because I never actually thought I would see myself get this far in life. I always thought I'd just like disappear like in cartoons with a poof, you know, in a cloud of something. But we still have until the end of today to see what happens. For me, high school was a journey of self-discovery. I learned so much, and I don't mean just academically, which actually wasn't that much. I grew as a person, and I dare say I became the man I am today. I was not alone during this time. With me, I had the most amazing teachers, so shout out to my teachers. I had my parents, to whom I am eternally grateful, and obviously my dearest friends there in the back. I'm so glad you came. Ahead of us, there is much yet to experience. Some of us are going away to foreign lands, some of us are staying here. Regardless, life awaits us all. There is one thing that I hope all of you will remember after I finish my yapping here. It's a quote from Pink Floyd's song called Time, and it goes like this. And then one day, you find 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. So, for all of those who think life only starts when you start high school or when you start university, life starts when you are born. So, don't let anyone tell you when to run. Just run. This journey is not yet over. To those who are to become high schoolers next year, I would like to tell you that you are in for a ride like you've never had before. I don't actually know if there are any of you guys here. I thought there would be more people, but you can say that to them later. To those currently in high school, I envy you the most. Although university doesn't sound that bad, so I'm still gonna have fun. And for those that have already passed this stage in your lives, you finished high school, you finished university, you're probably working or already have grandkids, who knows. I would like to say that I can't wait to share my adventures with you later. The last, but not the least, I would like to thank my colleagues. We didn't always get along. There were some tough times, I think we all know. We are all so different, and We've said that already in the PSHE class, so I think we all agree. But we still managed to have lots of fun together, and that's what matters. I'm sure that 10, 20 years from now, when we see each other at, I don't know, whatever meeting, we'll still have lots of fun, no matter how often we see each other. So I would like you all to stand up and give a big cheer to the class of 2019. This was probably the best speech I ever gave.
It is a bit weird, isn't it? When I began high school, I used to look up to the graduates and think, whoa, that is huge. Look at them being all grown up, all adults now. Look at them in their fancy gowns, holding their fancy speeches, having all their life figured out. Now that I'm in the position I once was so starstruck by, I realized that just like us, they didn't really have it all figured out. And they weren't these enlightened beings that were so transformed by the process of institutionalized education. And just to clarify, neither are we. So I can understand how that can be a bit alarming for the people who put their faith in our generation based on these aspects alone. But you don't have to worry, because the truth is we have something much more valuable. In us, we have courage. We have love, hope, and determination. We are compassionate fighters, catalysts for change, dreamers, achievers, go-getters, artists, thinkers. We are the ones who stand up for our truth and who are our own true selves. We do not fear to take steps that others once saw as impossible. You know, the funny thing about taking steps is that it only seems insane when we don't do it. When instead of acting, we think of all the possibilities of what could come up, of all the scenarios, so we just don't do anything. We sit there and we just overthink everything. I want to ask you a question. Have you, or maybe someone else, maybe a friend of yours, ever had those moments in which you thought of an idea and you said, that is the best idea in the world? And you were so excited for it, so eager. You could feel it in your whole body. You could feel it taking over your mind and body. And you could see it so clearly, so vividly, just coming to life. And then, just like that, overthinking interfered. You started rationalizing more and more, and you started feeling it less and less. In the end, you didn't even get to do that one thing that sparked such a fire in your hearts. You know why that is? That is because you had to take the first step. And first steps are always the most terrifying thing in the world. Because when you take the first step, there are no more excuses. It pushes you to grow, it challenges beliefs that you thought were the centerpiece of your personality. But, you know, the thing is that after you do that first step, everything flows naturally. Now, we are on the verge of taking a wild series of insane first steps. And they are decisions that would stay with us, that would shape, change, and challenge us. Decisions that will give us the best moments of our lives. That is, only if they are taken. You can muster up the courage to take that first step. You can gather the strength that it takes to trust the process. All you have to do is to remember who you are. And that's the easiest thing, because you know the best who you are, the real you, the authentic you to the core. You deserve to know what that trip would bring you, how talking to that person would change you, would change both of you, and how it would feel to make that first step, to make that one thing that no one else knows about, that just until now you thought you couldn't do. You know, it is. Definitely, I guarantee you that it is going to be scary as hell. But you know what? Make the best of it. Make the best of it, because once you take that first step, everything, as I said, just flows. You can allow yourself to feel all that is given to you, and you can allow yourself to believe truly and deeply that whatever you do, it is going to be the best thing for you. In the words of my good friend and buddy, get off the grave, fly, you fools.
In the recognition of his constant contribution to school life for more than 10 years, and for the genuine way in which he lives values like integrity, courage, and collaboration, for being such a trusted role model for his peers as a team member in many projects and activities covering all the Round Square ideals: internationalism, democracy, adventure, environment, leadership, service, and for being such a kind and charismatic school ambassador and head boy. The King Constantine Medal 2019 goes to... Tell me! And I'm so happy. Good luck.
Congratulations, and we hope the medal reflects your achievements. Following so, please give a warm welcome to the head of school, Mr. Paul Kennedy.
I'm going to begin with an apology. My apology is that this speech will not top the speeches you've heard this morning, particularly Mr. Bachi's speech. Good morning, students, parents, and colleagues. A graduation ceremony is always such a special occasion. The culmination of years of hard work, the actualization of goals attained, and the acknowledgement of successes achieved. So it's only fitting that today we commemorate and celebrate the journey our Year 13 students have taken during their time at Transylvania College. It's been a journey that some of you have taken over 14 years, one that has resulted in success, both academically and as leaders. You have encountered some trials and tribulations along the way, but you've also contributed to and experienced exceptional moments, and created memories that we will fondly remember in the years ahead. In the 3 years that it's been my privilege to know and work with you, you've demonstrated on many occasions your development as leaders and as young adults. This is exemplified by your perseverance and determination. These qualities will hold you in good stead as you continue on your journey. I hope you're all proud of the contribution you've made to Transylvania College during your time with us. Speaking on behalf of the SLT and the teachers in the school, we are proud of you, and we have no doubt that you will continue to make a valuable contribution to whatever field of study and career you venture into next. We hope that over the coming years you will come back and visit us to share your stories and to tell us about your successes. We hope that you will continue to be part of our community and be an alumni that will inspire generations of students who will follow on from you and to be just as successful as you have been. On behalf of Transylvania College, I wish you all the very best for the future, and we are extremely proud that you've been Transylvania College students. Thank you.
Thank you for your kind words, Mr. Kennedy. Now, please welcome on stage the teachers who over the years cared for and witnessed the progress of the students in the graduating class of 2019, namely Ms. Mirela Moldovan and Ioana Câmpean. My heart is pounding.
Dear students, parents, and colleagues, it is an honor to be here today as a form tutor to Year 13. I promise not to cry, Erin, but apparently... and I would like to express my gratitude towards the school, who asked me to be your tutor, towards yourself, who welcomed me in the most wonderful way possible, and towards your parents, for their ongoing support and collaboration. these past 3 years have been such a unique, incredible experience, and they have certainly changed me as a person. They say you never forget a first love. You are my first. I will definitely never forget you, dragilor. But what is of greater value is what you taught me, and that is love, patience, resilience, and perseverance. I vividly remember the beginning, year 11, and our first project together as a team, UNA, October 2016, I hope you do remember. We chose to represent Spain. It was so nice to see you starting to work as a team, and you coming up with so many great ideas. And then this happened. You wanted a pool filled with water inside the classroom. And you wanted to show what your perception of the Spanish fiesta was, didn't you? I remember thinking, oh boy, they're trouble. And I think I was just about right. But you are the most incredible trouble I could have possibly imagined. You are extremely creative and fun, and when you come up with this kind of crazy ideas, you make it happen, because you are also resourceful and perseverant. And you won. Best involvement of students in UNA, and I have the proof. That is the proof. I have witnessed you becoming more aware of your great potential over the years, and I look at you now and just say, you are awesome. I only pray that wherever you are in the world, you will explore more of this kind of creativity and spontaneity and joy, because it is limitless. You brought new, wonderful colors to my life, and for that I'm forever grateful. Dragilor. I love you to the moon and back.
Our dear ones, I'm looking at you now, and I just cannot believe how time flew by. How our journey together in Transylvania College is coming to an end, unfortunately. I want to let you know that even if I didn't externalize myself too much and didn't express my feelings and thoughts about you too much throughout these years, I would like to take advantage of the opportunity that I have now and tell you this. So, I truly admire you for how confident you are, for how fearless you go for what you want, and how you express your opinions without thinking that somebody might judge you. How able you are to bring the most positive aspects out of every situation and make us laugh greatly in countless occasions. It also impresses me how passionately you talk about the most varied topics that a person could think of. And yes, I peeped at some of your conversations in the cafeteria and library, and they never cease to amaze me. Knowing you, I am sure that you have everything in yourselves to make it no matter what. You are going to surpass whatever obstacle life might put in your way. I wish you all make the best out of the years to come. Keep on daring to turn your dreams into realities, as I know and witness you have done so far. Thrive professionally and personally, and get surrounded by people that love you and see you as you are. Valuable human beings that deserve nothing but the best. Believe me when I say that you are ready. You will make it. I hope that you will fondly remember of this school and our years together, And please do not hesitate to visit us whenever you have the chance. You will be more than welcomed, and we cannot wait to hear what great experiences you have been through. I want you to know that I will miss you. It has been an honor to be your foreign tutor for the past 2 years and a half. You were my first generation of tutees, and I can say from the bottom of my heart that I have learned a lot from you. In the end, I would like to congratulate your families and teachers who believed in you and helped you throughout your journey. And last but not least, congratulations to you from your Year 10 form tutors, Miss Alina and Miss Carmen, and of course from us. Our dear ones, you made it. We are so proud of you.
We welcome on stage Teodora Cor and Radu Țaica to take us through an emotional journey of the years of their high school.
Hello, it is an honor to be standing in front of you all on such a memorable occasion. My name is Teodora Cort and I came to Transylvania College 1 year and a half ago. Even though it is not that much, I can truly say that my whole life changed and I cannot be happier. I remember coming nervous because I knew that my path was going to be really tough. But everyone was really, really nice to me and they encouraged me. So I started to believe in myself. As I was preparing to apply to medicine, I got closer and closer to medicine. As I was preparing to apply to the universities of medicine, I got closer and closer to Miss Adina. And as I was telling her about my life and my goals, I discovered my true passions. But somehow I was still too scared to admit that the medical career did not feel like being part of my future anymore. I knew that changing my future plans could be very difficult, especially when telling my parents. But I was lucky enough to have all the support. So this is how I started my new chapter. Sorry, I'm really nervous. I had to learn how to draw in order to create a whole portfolio. But after a lot of patience, hard work and help from the teachers, I finally got accepted to the universities I applied for fashion design. Transylvania College not only helped me discover my spark, but it also changed me. As I was getting involved in many projects and events, I had the opportunity to create special bonds with people I really hope will stay in my life for a really long time. Also, teachers are the ones who play a very vital role in shaping our future, and I was lucky enough to meet mine. I cannot thank you enough for being so kind and patient with me. I'm so happy I got the chance to spend time here because I will never forget these moments. For example, I will never forget the math classes. Even though they required a lot of work and attention, there was always someone to cheer up the whole group, and so all the stress went away. Everything was a pleasure for me because Miss Julia knew exactly how to make us learn, even if sometimes she gave us too much homework. I want to thank everybody for welcoming me with open arms, and I will be forever grateful for the help you gave me when I needed it the most. Thank you.
Okay, so, dear teachers and students, dear family and friends, it's an honor to speak to all of you today in such a special moment for many of us. My name is Radu Țaica, and my journey here at Transylvania College started about 14 years ago. I can still remember my first day. I was wearing a pair of light blue jeans, a hillbilly shirt, a pair of sunglasses, and an oversized empty backpack that I forced my parents to buy because I was starting school. Okay, my parents were there taking pictures, wishing me well, and I was excited and eager to see what was awaiting for me. Until they turned around and walked away. I thought they left me there. Well, all I can say is that nothing much has changed since. Being in this school for so long, I witnessed its growth and change.
It all started in a pretty yellow building not far away from here, with a few students, and look where it is now, growing year by year due to the increasing demand. However, it's not only our school that went through change and experienced growth, but also its students. I, for example, used to do stuff my own way and resolve my problems in my own way, which wasn't really that great. But after a time, I saw that no one here meant no harm to me, and that I have to stop pushing away people when I start feeling insecure. We grow together here as we share the same interest, and I'm glad that I got to witness the progress of my colleagues, and maybe, hopefully, have contributed in it at least as much as they did in mine. But none of us would be here and be who we are today without our teachers and parents, for whom we have our deepest respect and gratitude. Last but not least, dear colleagues, you must know that your families are extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of relief they are experiencing, so this would be the most opportune time to ask for money. So Mom, can I have 10 lei, please? Okay, I would like to end this speech by freezing this moment with a picture, so I kindly ask you to smile when I'm going to say Chezi Chets, okay? Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go, Chezi Chets! Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Teolandradu. We're lucky to have two members of the TC community who graduated just a couple of years ago here today to share some advice with our graduating class. Please give a warm welcome to TC alumni Bernard Berari and Ruxandra Mercea.
Hi everyone. Dear friends, much loved parents and teachers. As an alumni of this school, I came today with an open heart and a little bit nervous to share with you all the things about the help, the support, and the attention that I received here at Transylvania College, a place very dear to me. So these beautiful year 13 students, among which a few very close friends of mine, finished today a 4-year journey full of incredible experiences, and also abundant in unique ideas and mind-bending perspectives that they were exposed to at Transylvania College. I am honest and direct when I tell you that I appreciate all that we were offered here this year. Since I left high school, I had the time to go out in the world a bit more and interact with this adult life that we all hear about. I came to understand that what we had here, what you all have here, is not something that should be taken lightly. And I don't feel that it's necessary to say more about this. I trust that it's enough to smile and say, appreciate all that you have. Still, I thought of some examples through which Transylvania College gave me some advantages that cannot be overlooked. The first one would be the work experience weeks that gave us a path in finding our passion. Thanks to this, I came to work at the production house, Școală Media, here in Cluj. I worked on set for films and commercials and short films. And the second example would be the openness and trust that we came to see the world with here at Transylvania College. In this school, we were exposed to cultures and perspectives that provoke a lot of questions. But to me, they also helped me see the kindness that can be found anywhere around the globe. So this past fall, I went on a trip around some big cities of Europe on my own, and it was amazing. And one final piece of advice for my dear colleagues, if I may still call them so, trust yourselves and trust everything that you received here in this school and from your parents, because you have all the chances to succeed. Thank you.
but until I blow my speech. Alright, I will jump straight into it because I feel like it's just more valuable for you to not waste your time and tell you exactly what I have to communicate to this generation and to you as well, because I think this applies to everyone. Well, there is this quote by Walt Disney that I have some weird feelings about. It's the following: if you can dream it, you can do it. But that's clearly not true. I mean, we can't just shoot lasers out of our eyes, we can't run at the speed of light. There's just some biological and physical limitations to what humans can do. Of course, Benny, what are you talking about? Just get off the stage. I understand this response because I used to respond exactly like this whenever I would hear something similar. I would just cringe and laugh that someone who considers themselves wise would ever think that this is true, because it's clearly, it's not. We can think of so many counterexamples. And I'm sure that right in this moment, people in this room are going through the same exact thought process. They know that this is simply not alright. We can identify so many obstacles. But I was also blinded by this weird, bizarre sense of pride I would get whenever I would think of this limited existence. It would reassure myself that it's fine to just live, maybe less than what you could actually be. I would go through this same thought process that some of you are going now, trying to prove that Walt Disney is wrong. Which he is. He is wrong. There are limits, there is impossibilities, there is stuff that is outside of our capabilities that we will never reach. But that won't really get us really far. By being realistic about this, we will never be able to just squeeze every single droplet out of ourselves. We will never be able to work our faces off to make people look at us and just ask themselves, how is it possible for a human being to push so hard against an immovable wall when it seems so dumb in their eyes, but for that person who's doing it, it's one of the most important things they're actually doing. If you set a goal that makes people react like this, you probably set a really awesome goal and you should pursue it. You should have people calling you crazy about it, because that probably means it's a worthwhile goal, at least just for yourself. And I can absolutely guarantee you, regardless of how realistic you are, there is someone in the world out there that has the exact same dream as you guys have. But the only difference is that they are stupid enough to think that they can make it happen. And if you are just waiting for them to do it, you'll just watch someone else fulfill your own dream while you're just waiting there and watching them on the news, asking yourself, what's going on? So then, I agree, you should keep your feet on the ground, because after all, though, they are the ones who push you forward. But keep your eyes on the impossible, and you already know where to look. It's just, really far into the distance, further than anyone else has ever dared to look. And yeah, don't forget to be this naive dreamer, because we've got to compensate for all the mature and realistic people out there. I want to remind you that this school, as our founders have said, is a result of foolishness, of being naive about it. This is the result of it. That weird pool that you had in 2016, that is also the result of foolishness, and it was an awesome pool. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Each year, Year 13 students pass on the ceremonial key to the future graduating class. We invite on stage Francesca Tighinean and Octavian Trofin of Year 13 and Dorotea Vocar and Florin Stancu of Year 12 to receive the key.
The moment, our dear students have been waiting and working for the past 12 years. We'd like to invite Mr. Ciprian Ghisha and Ms. Ruxandra Mercea to award the graduating class of 2019 their Transylvania College high school diplomas.
We've been negotiating.
Yes.
And I won. A little bit.
You know, that's my life usually.
Ah, okay, here we go. Okay, then there you go.
So sometimes I won. Okay.
I dream, like Mary said.
Alright. I'm nervous, okay? I'm nervous because I need to ask you to come here. Just to say I'm also very proud of you and thank you for the experience. So, class of 2019, come on stage. Andrei Victor. Anițan Mihai. Van Erin.
They're here for a picture, Erin.
Besson Eugenie. Cord Teodora. Dan Andrea. Dolhescu Tudor. Dragomir Ana Maria. And now the cool man, Dumitru Șerban.
Twice the food, man.
Dulău Tenis. Filip Teodora. Frasen Luca. Gagi Radu. Puton Evelyn. Coto. Măcicașan Julia. Aleta. Chiar dacă nu mai e aici, Mureșan Camelia. Popa Iulia. Otra Patricia. Rațiu Andrei. Seleușan Tudor. Țaica Radu. Francesca. Profil Octavian. Now I have the most difficult task to do. I was asked to ask them to stand still for 5 seconds for the picture. So stand still for 5 seconds. Okay?
Să nu vă puneți acolo, că nu mai văd nimic. Hey.
Okay, because 5 seconds are very long. Okay, so cameras ready. Heads up. 1, 2, 3, up.
Graduating class, please remain on stage. Joining them will be Miss Simona Baciu, Mr. Dan Baciu, Mr. Paul Kennedy, Mr. Ciprian Ghisha, Miss Ruxandra Mercea, and their form tutors.